Hi guys, welcome back to the Strength Faith walkthrough slash speedrun. So in 38 minutes we got the best chime and some of the best weapons for a strength build, which is the large club and bandit axe. So this bow is just for the DLC. Yeah, so these skulls are for the DLC. Okay, so in the first part we got one of the best chimes, some of the best weapons for a strength build, which is large club, grand lance. Even though it's CC, I mentioned this in the last episode, it scales better with strength, especially once you get to plus 10. Oh yeah, we got a bunch of souls to pop. Yeah, so as I said in the first episode, the reason I'm showing the in-game time is just because I'm going to be editing these for YouTube, and I thought some people would want to know, like, approximately how long it takes. Okay, now I think I do want... Oh no, we'll get the agility from raising attunement, so let's just do that. So one thing about Dark Souls 2, raising attunement, it not only gives you attunement slots, it gives you cast speed, agility, and it also gives extra casts for certain spells. And it's kind of confusing for the extra casts. It depends. You can check the wiki, it has like a lot of information about approximately what's the cutoff point. Oh, okay, so the reason why most people probably know this, but, well, since this is a walkthrough, this maybe some beginners are watching, but, equip load, I don't know why I'm picking this up, I'm probably not going to use any of them, but the reason I do a plunging attack is sometimes if you walk too far forward when you fall, you do a roll, and in this case it'll kill you. So yeah, the great hammers are the best weapons for crystal lizards. You just do the two... Yeah. Ah. Can I? Oh. Okay. I can one-shot him. It's a little bit faster doing it that way. Not really. Yeah, so great heal is here in case you want it. If you're doing some of the NPC quest lines, you need the requirement is to have them survive certain boss fights. So having heal is really useful for those fights. Oh, it looks like he dropped charcoal pine resin. Oh yeah, so I mentioned part 1 was mainly just showing where to get the... Oh yeah, this, if you want pyromancy, this is really good. I don't know if we're going to do this or not, but might as well grab it. Just, I don't know how far I'm going to go with this walkthrough, if it's just going to be the setup or if it's going to be a full playthrough. I guess it'll partially depend on whether anyone's interested in this, but... Oh yeah, and I mentioned in the first part, I'm also doing a Miracles Only playthrough. The reason why I'm doing a strength, just doing strength, is just it's faster this way. It's a lot faster, and to be honest, it's a lot easier. But if you want to see what the early game is like for heavily invested in faith and using only miracles, I don't know if I'm going to be uploading that playthrough this one first, but I'll try and post links in the description of both, and if for some reason I don't, let me know and I'll give you the link. So you really don't want to use the Dark Pyromancy Flame, but I'm only going to be using it for a few things, so... Okay, so hopefully we can land on this top thing so I can... Okay, so... If you do have spells, you can cheese him from up here, just like that. But there's another way we can cheese him, which we're gonna do. Well, actually, there's two ways. That. So you just do the two-handed R2. By R2, I mean right-hand strong attack. And as you can see, it's quite easy. Hide Lance is another good strength weapon. Now there's two problems with Grand Lance, or Hide Lance. One is it upgrades with Twinkling Titanite. The other is you can't buff it with resin. Now, I mean, we will be getting Sunlight Blade later, but it's if you're fighting a boss that has high lightning resistance, or you want to save your attunement slots for other spells, then yeah, maybe not so much. There's also Bandit Great Axe. It's in those pots on the opposite side. It's the main thing I don't like about it is with the Bandit Great Axe, it has a very short range. It's kind of annoying, and it's just, I think the Bandit Axe, which what I'm using, it's just better all around. Okay, so for anyone who doesn't want to kill the Rune Sentinels as early as I did, you can, after you kill either Dragon Rider or Lost Giant, depending on, it's up to you what you want to do first. You get the Great Club here. So, Great Club is good. Once you get high strength, I think the Large Club is better for strength builds. Oh, okay. Yeah, these guys hurt. Figured I'd play it safe. I say that just as I almost died to one of them. Oh yeah, and if you have any low durability items, make sure you remove them before you roll through that, because that will destroy your equipment. You can get it repaired at the blacksmith, but it's kind of a pain. So, yeah, just, I don't know exactly what the cutoff is as far as what gets destroyed. You see, this is 170. Yeah, these didn't really take much damage at all. I think what we're going to do is get some pyromancy to kill the giants. Oh, and one thing I want to show is, if you do want to just use dexterity weapons for niche, like for just, if you don't want to raise dexterity, but you want to use the dexterity weapons for just, I don't know what the word is, small niche uses, which just means like a few situations. There's some items that raise dexterity. Some, for anyone who hasn't looked on the wiki, there's probably some that people don't know about, so I'm gonna show that. So Luring Skulls actually works really good for this ambush, but I'm saving this for the DLC. So it's a lot. I like killing two of them. It's a lot easier. In Dark Souls 2, pyromancy scales with intelligence and faith. So I want to see what he dropped. It might be some... Okay, Dark Knight Stone. I don't know if we're going to use any of this stuff, but... Yeah, so if you're doing a faith build, pyromancy is definitely going to benefit. It's going to be more effective than if you just do what people did in Dark Souls 1, which is you don't need any intelligence or faith, which kind of made it a little bit overpowered. The reason why I'm wielding my... I don't know if I mentioned in this episode, but I mentioned this in the last episode. The reason why I'm wielding my left weapon in my left-handed weapon two-handed is you pick up items slightly faster. So you can survive this drop without the cat ring, but you'll lose probably half your health. So it's kind of... It's kind of risky, I guess you could say. Oh yeah, let's get the red tear stone ring. That'll speed things up. Oh yeah, so yeah, this episode we're still getting some weapons and spells and chimes, which is what we did in the last episode. But we're also going to be just getting souls and upgrade materials to make all these things work as good as possible. So you gotta watch out. Sometimes these ghost guys follow you in, sometimes they don't. Do I have any souls? Oh yeah, we can grab this real quick. Oh yeah, these are two other good strength weapons. Claymore, a lot of weapons that are CC, probably 90% of them scale better with strength than dexterity. And with Claymore, it has high base damage, so even if you just have the minimum requirements, it's still going to be pretty good. Greatsword, another very good strength weapon. I think it goes up to S scaling at plus 10. It's a very low S scaling, but between that and the base damage, it's very good. This is a good spell. It's good for Shrine of Amana. I'll just buy it later. I'm probably gonna forget, but...
Farewell. May we meet again?
Okay, so if you go diagonally here, you should be able to get this ring that's very good for pretty much any build using spells. It increases your cast speed significantly. You gotta watch out. There's offense, yeah. You can very easily get backstab or front stab, but backstab is there's also an amber herb around here. You can look for it if you want. We're probably not gonna need it for this playthrough, but if you are using a lot of spells, you probably are gonna want the amber herb. I mean, I'm just doing this quickly, but if you're doing if I was doing a normal playthrough, I'd probably... You know what, I'm going to show this. You can get 25,000 souls here. There's 5 souls of a brave warrior. Fine. You want to fight? Oh, it's in red tear stone range. Right. I'll just do that instead. Black Knight Halberd is in there. You can sell to Gavilan for a lot of souls, so even if you're not doing a dexterity build, you can still. You're playing Scholar of the First Sin, Forlorn sometimes invades. If you don't want to fight him and you don't want to die, you can run into the boss gate and then use a Homeward Bone. So yeah, even if you're not doing a strength build, it's worth putting 13 or 14. You know what, we probably save time. That's probably the optimal thing. I mean, we save time by dying rather than walking back. Okay, so if you don't feel like killing Motlin, you can unpetrify that guy there. He drops an item, that piece of armor that gives you extra souls. Alright, so if you want to join his covenant, then obviously don't kill him. But so now we have the best chime in the game, but it requires 50 faith. Okay, so yeah, here's the souls we picked up. 25,000. I was trying to think what we want to, if we want to upgrade this anymore, or switch to large club. We have a limited amount of upgrade materials, unfortunately. Alright, let's, oh yeah, for the red tear stone ring, we're gonna need this. Alright, screw it, we're just gonna be over 30%. Should be okay. Yeah, we're gonna be using the... I just remember... Oh, okay. So sometimes this happens, she doesn't come back to Majula. I think if you rest at the bonfire, she appears. Yeah, some weird glitch. I don't know. It's kind of strange.
I'm always here.
Yeah, we got a bunch of these, Okay, so what I want to test out is at 40 strength, I want to see what is better, Chime of Want or Priest's Chime. I think Priest Chime is probably better overall, but that's going to be my plan. So I'm going to try and do as few bosses as possible from here on out until we get both of those chimes. Oh, let's buy some daggers. That'll speed things up, hopefully. I forgot the torch. Now, if you're good at seeing in the dark, don't use the torch because it increases the aggro range of the enemies. Okay, so yeah, this is going to allow us Great Lightning Spear. We won't be able to use it now, but we don't really, it's not going to, they just nerfed Miracle so much, and even before that, I think people exaggerated about how overpowered it is, but I think now that I have a new computer, I might do another run on the older patch before they nerf Lightning Spear, just to, in case people are curious, the differences. It's kind of fun, especially since I don't have the DLC in the DX9 version. Yeah, the reason why I come back, these guys get stuck often, which is really annoying, so I wait for them to reset. Oh, you're not dead yet. Okay. I don't know why I switched targets there. So yeah, I was trying to decide what if I was going to use a boss weapon for this playthrough, but I'm just going to use these Petrified Dragon Bones for science, I guess. Oh yeah, you can save and quit if there's only one giant, and when you load the game, you'll get the item. But he's almost dead. We might as well get the souls for it. Yeah, let's get poison moss. Wait, did I not pick up the poison moss? Alright, so hopefully get poisoned quickly. Okay, good. Okay, so this should be good for RTSR. Well, yeah, I pressed the button a second too late. I don't know, I don't know if I have input lag or not, but I'm usually pretty good. I probably shouldn't have bothered with the resin. I don't know, I just started playing Dark Souls 2 again. It's been a few months, but... I mean, I'm not saying I was that great to begin with, but... Oh wow, okay. I'm barely alive. So I really have to watch out for the fire. And also, once he gets near half health, he does the AoE attacks. Oh yeah, that's the good attack. And by good attack, I mean good for killing. Good for killing him. Oh yeah, that's right. So we definitely have to pick up the key for the DLC. I guess we can start leveling up Faith. Alright, so if for some reason you don't have the priest chime yet, here's a really good chime, pretty good chime. Not quite as good as the priest chime, but better than clerics. If you raise the intelligence, there's also a really good staff in that chest. Especially if you have relatively low intelligence, but low to moderate intelligence, it's one of the best staffs in the game. I mean, in some ways it's better than the best staff in the game just because it's lighter. Oh. I wasn't expecting... I forgot this... Yeah, this... I guess it's actually optimal that we... back here. And I should use the dark sign instead of... I'm gonna remove this just to be on the safe side, under 30%. Still kind of rusty. Oh, okay, so this is a good place to stop it. So thanks for watching, guys. Come on. Oh wow, that was... Oh, are you fucking kidding me?